9 yards to go. Newcombe rolling left. He wants to run now. He's at the 35, 40, 45, 50. Cuts against the grain at the 45, at the 40. Look out. 30, 25. At the 15, the 5. Touchdown, Bobby Newcombe. Highland is on the scoreboard.
Well, that's what El Dorado and I know Coach Gentry really didn't want to see is Bobby Newcombe get back there scrambling, because that's what he can do. That's what he did against him last time, and he went all the way for the touchdown.
A 68-yard touchdown run by Bobby Newcombe.
Meet the most prolific rusher and scorer in New Mexico high school football history. He's 16-year-old Bobby Newcombe. Bobby Newcombe comes to play. He loves this game and all of the challenges that go with it.
Well, I love the game of football a lot. You know, it's something I've played since I was 6 years old, and it's just something I've always enjoyed. Well, the first thing I think is score, because scoring is the only way you can win the game. Playing defense and having fun with your teammates is the only way you can win a championship. That's the first thing I go for.
Bobby Newcombe now fakes the counter handoff, and he's going to try to run the ball outside. At the 20, 25, at the 30, 35, 40, look out. At the 45, at the 50, coming to the side at the 45, 40, 35, 25 is going to go waving into the end zone for the touchdown.
Boy, he is something else, isn't he?
Amazing.
I tell you what, he went that time.
74 yards for the score.
He is unbelievable when he gets out there and gets those shoulder pads turned toward that goal line. It's Katie Boy the door. You better have some troops out there to stop him, because usually one man can't do it.
A 74-yard touchdown run for Bobby Newcombe. He is so quick, Coach. The lightning quick moves on that sideline over there, I think, stunned the Golden Eagles.
Well, I tell you what. Well, I look him down there. I said, there's no way he's going to get much out of this. They're going to corner him on that goal on that sideline. He just turned it up. He was 10 yards where they took a stand.
You know, in 38 years of coaching football, he was the best single player that we ever played against from our defensive point of view. You know, he influences the defense more than any player I've ever seen. You know, you've got to defend him, and if you don't, he's going to beat you, and then he opens it up for the other attacks on their offense. And what makes him such a threat is the fact that he's so quick. And I've looked at it a lot, and it's not anything that he plans out, I don't think. I think he's just an instinctive cutter. He cuts so quick, changes directions, and accelerates quickly coming off of it. You know, there's a lot of players that can cut and move around, but making progress or acceleration off the cut and get away from people is the ability that he has. And he has good speed to go with it, and then when you're defending him, you know, he can throw the ball well too. He can throw deep, he can throw short. So you know, it's just tough defending that guy. There's no way around it. He's going to get you, and you got to have a good defense if you're going to stop him.
Bobby Newcombe is a born leader. He takes this game very seriously, and he expects those around him to do the same.
Well, you know, I think Bobby's one of those kids. Off the field, he's totally different than he is on the field as far as his personality, because he's a very respectful, quiet kid off the field. You know, he doesn't talk back. He doesn't really do a whole lot of talking. But on the field, the competitiveness comes out, and he's just a natural leader. I mean, he demands his teammates to give 100% because that's what he gives. And when it's crunch time, he wants the ball. You know, he'll look over the side and coach, give me the ball. I want the ball. He wants to make those big plays. He wants those things to happen because of him. And because of that, his teammates see that, and they're almost forced to do the same things that he does. You know, I think they feel embarrassed if they let Bobby down because they see Bobby giving 100%, and they feel that they have to do that. And that's a great asset to the whole football program.
Work ethic has become a popular phrase in modern times. But for Bobby Newcombe, work ethic is a way of life.
Yes, it is. It's the biggest part of Bobby Newcombe. During the summer, I spent 2 months training personally at the stadium, running stairs, running sprints, running long distance, training myself to be the best I can in football this year.
Ultimately, your goals, what would you like to achieve in your lifetime?
Well, I like to achieve football-wise. I like to go as far as I can in football. And academically, I like to become what I wanted to be as a doctor.
Well, you know, you talk about Bobby as a person. He's gonna perform for you on the football field. He's gonna perform on the basketball court and out on the track. And he does the same thing in the classroom. You know, you talk to teachers. He's an ideal student. He comes to class every day. He brings his books. He brings paper. He's prepared. And you know, he goes home. He studies. We've had some road trips, and Bob takes his books with him. And you know, he reads on the bus. He reads in his room. And everything that he does, he approaches it at 100%. And that's why he's an excellent student as well as an excellent athlete.
Bobby Newcombe makes things happen. He can turn a broken play into the most exciting play of the game.
Well, you know, really one word may describe him as best possible is excitement. You know, he anytime he touches the football, offensively, something's going to happen, and a lot of the times it's him running away from the defense and going down the field and scoring a touchdown. He's just one of those exciting players that has a lot of ability and a lot of the things that you just can't teach.
What is his strongest attribute when he's carrying the ball?
Well, his elusiveness. He's quick, got great takeaway speed, you know, that can leave people behind, and he has that cutting innate ability to cut and feel those people around him so he can make those type of cuts without having to see people. And, you know, that makes him awful dangerous and gives him that skill that not too many people have.
This year, I did make the big plays. I always made the big plays when I had to. I just came through for what they expected from me, and I expect a lot out of myself, and I go for what I can do. I know what I can do, and I just show it on the field.
Well, you know, very seldom do you have a player who every time they touch the ball, they're a threat to score, and he is. I mean, you can have a quarterback sneak, and he can possibly score on a quarterback sneak. One of the stories I always tell about him, we're playing El Dorado in the 4th game of the season. We have the ball on the 4-yard line, and it's 3rd and 8, and I'm just trying to get a few yards so we can punt the ball, and we call a little option for Bob to hopefully pick up a couple yards, give us some room, and he goes 96 yards with it, you know, and you can't call those things, you can't plan those things. It's just something that an extraordinary athlete who put the ball in his hands and great things will happen. We drop back to throw the ball at times, and they get a lot of pressure, and Bobby takes off, and sometimes we're better off with him scrambling than we are him throwing the ball, and like I said, anytime he touches a football, he's a threat to score, and that's very hard to defend.
As for the next level, can Bobby Newcombe play Division I college football?
You know, not only is he a threat when he has the ball on an offensive snap, but he's a good punt returner, he's a good kickoff returner. So he's a threat anytime he has the ball in his hands, and I think as far as in the future, you know, anybody that gets this guy and operates off of a one-back type of offense where he can throw and flush and run the option off of it, and then run the empty backs out of there, they're going to have a great player. I think he's going to be as good or better than Tommy Frazier up in Nebraska. I really do.
Well, first thing I can offer is speed. I run a 4.440. I can throw the ball very well. I can throw it almost 80 yards. I'm a for sure scorer. I can score. And I'm a good broken field runner. I can juke a lot of people very well. And just about anything they want me to do, I can do.
I think he's definitely a Division I player. You know, I don't know about him stepping in as a freshman and contributing right away, and there's very few people who do that. But I'll tell you, anybody who signs him to a 4-year scholarship, by the time he leaves that school, he's going to be a major impact on their program. And, you know, you just can't go wrong with a kid like him. He could step out right now and go to any program as far as any sport and be a contributor because he's just that type of a kid. And I think once he gets to the college level and concentrates on one sport, and, you know, he gets bigger and gets stronger and gets some better coaching, I think he's going to be one heck of a college football player. And like I said, I don't think it's a dream to say that we won't see Bobby Newcombe playing in the NFL someday. I mean, that's a big step, but that's a strong possibility in my opinion.
Bobby Newcombe is big goal-oriented. He knows that performing well in the classroom is the catalyst for success.
Why medical field? Why be a doctor?
Well, I have family in West Africa, and they're not doing so well right now, and there's a lot of diseases spreading around there. And that's one thing my mom would like me to be. And I just feel like I can help a lot of people being a doctor. I can help a lot of people save their lives and have better lives, and just I can help families and children and everything. It just makes me feel good inside.
Pass.